Hi guys, I'm Exactchaos and welcome to a brand new series, Life is Feudal Forest Village. I've just quickly run through the tutorial. It's just recently released as a, well, not as a early, this is the version, the actual first release of the version, just recently released on Steam. And I must say I'm quite excited. I've seen a little bit of play on YouTube. I haven't played it myself, I just quickly went through the tutorial, and I am quite excited about it because I was a super fan of Banished. I really played tons and tons of Banished and I loved it, and this game seems to me to be obviously very similar, and there's a lot of people going crazy about it at the moment, being a copy of the game and so on. But it looks to me to be a lot more involved. So the kind of stuff that you were missing from Banished might be in here. The kind of stuff that you were kind of yearning to also see in Banished might just be in here. And I understand it will be moddable in the future, or there are mods that will come out for it. So installed mods, you can see already stuff is happening. But we're just going to play a bit of vanilla. Like I said, I've gone through the tutorial, so let's just start a new game and see how it goes. So do we just do that? Oh, that's interesting. That's quite cool too. That's a nice long beach. Hopefully the mountains aren't too bad over here. Relief is plains. I think I'm going to start with that. I don't want to be flattening the whole thing. I'll just start with a small one. Difficulty, can't check. Disasters are switched on. Climate is mild. Definitely what we're going to start with. I think that's it. And let's call our village... what is typical village name? Chaos Village, Chaos Town. Let's go for Chaos Town, alright? That sounds good to me. Because I pretty much think it'll be chaos since I don't know this game at all. Increase your village population through having children. Childbearing will be available if you have space in your houses. Okay, and just a caveat on this, I have turned the graphics quite all the way down. You guys have been complaining about my frame rates and things like that, so I've turned the graphics way down, and as you can see, it doesn't look great, but the stuff I've seen on YouTube is absolutely amazing. So yes, so don't get too on top of me because of that. And the other thing that I also wanted to say is, yes, I will be looking at getting a new PC in the coming weeks. So yeah, we should be able to switch over to some super graphics fairly soon. So bear with the first few episodes, please. Okay, so here we go. This is our little village. We've got 1, 2, 3 shacks. We've got shacks, 3 of 3 shacks. So there's 3 people in a shack. We've got 10 villages at the moment. You can see it up here, Chaos Town 10. It's spring in year 1. So we need to build house for 1 person. We've got a barn and a warehouse. So first things first. Oh, and there's a well over here. Okay, well, provides water for both plants and cattle. Also provides water to extinguish fires. Okay, perfect. Let us start by building a house. And I'm just going to stick with the shacks for now. I'm not going to get too in detailed, and I'm going to try and maintain this pattern a little bit. Can I build them a little bit closer to each other? Can I do something like that? No, you cannot. So how's that? Oh, how's that? Okay, well, let's do that. Start by building that. Do we have enough resources? Yeah, we do. So the guy should start doing that very quickly. Oh, and similar to Banish, what we need to do is get the professions up and running. So I think I'm just going to keep the professions tab open, and we will pop a builder in there. I will also look at starting to gather some trees, specifically some trees, some of these big ones over here. We'll start by cutting them down. Were those selected? I think so. We'll start by selecting some of these as well. Let's start by cutting down some trees. Good stuff. Okay, so the builder is underway, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit. In the tutorial, I saw things are quite a bit can get quite a bit tedious in terms of waiting times and so on, so I will be playing pretty quickly. I think our first form of food will be fishing, because that's just right here. I think that's going to work out well right there. So we'll pop that in there and we'll get our first fishing hut underway. Oh, here they come. That house is being built already. I should probably up my builders just a little bit to see that everything gets built nice and quickly. Then what we'll do is we'll look at gathering what exactly: ore, stone, hay, all resources. Okay, well, let's see about that. If I choose a little section like this, what are we... Oh, they actually showed you what is in there. Oh, now I can't see anymore. Here, there's a bit of wood, a bit of stone, and a bit of ore, and we'll get all of that collected. Great stuff. So everybody that's not working on a profession will actually be gathering. They'll just be gatherers, okay? What I want to do is I want to extend our resource collection of the wood specifically. I want to start clearing a little bit of an area over here, just to make sure we can kind of see in which direction we want to expand. So I'll always kind of start clearing the resources a little bit. Because the next thing we also... So we want to get some food up and running. Yes, let's get some fishermen in here. We'll start out with 2. We don't have a lot of people to be working everything, so we'll start out with 2. And then see how that goes. Here we can see everything we've got. Oh, there's a bear visiting the village. Here we can see everything we've got. So we've got a ton of fish actually, and then a lot of other stuff. What is that? Bread. We've got a lot of bread too. But we'll need to expand into some better forms of food and more forms of food, stuff that can last the winter. And the other thing we need is firewood. So where is firewood? This is charcoal. That's logs. So how do you get firewood? I'm guessing charcoal is firewood. So in order to do that, what we will need is storage, food, resource gathering, municipal buildings. Is it municipal building? What is that? A pyre. So I'm guessing that's just a local fire where everybody can... A municipal fire where people can do their thing. Okay, so what is this? A forester's lodge and a lumberjack's lodge. So we'll need a lumberjack's lodge in order to make firewood, and we want firewood to be available in the as soon as the winter comes. So we want firewood available. So let's start by... I want to kind of build it in this direction. Why can't I build it here? Do I need to actually flatten it, or will they just flatten it as soon as it's oops, ooh, a little sensitive, this mouse. Might have to have a look. Okay, so are they saying we need to flatten this? Oh my goodness, that's insane. If I have to flatten every single thing, that's a little bit gonna be flattened. Let's flatten the ground. Well, let's do a nice section over here and we'll flatten that. Right, let's just flatten that and see what happens. Okay, it's going to take a bit of time to do, but we'll slowly get it right. Yeah, this is a little bit freaky, because I would have liked it to actually, if I place a building that requires flat ground on there, that they just go and flatten it as part of the construction. But it's fine, we'll sort it out, we'll get there eventually. Going to drop down the builders just a little bit, just a tad. And we're opening up this clearing quite well. Now the next thing I'm thinking of is some more food sources. Okay, so they'll go along and flatten all of that and get everything done. Go and cut down more trees, so we've got a better clearing to start building. There's a lot of stuff to be gathered over here. We've got some ore and stone, and I'm not even sure what everything is. But yes, certainly I think having to be able to flatten a lot of stuff. Is this area flattened or not? Do we still need to have it flattened? I can't quite get it. Is it flattened? I don't know. Let's go and have a look at the lumberjack's lodge, right? Lumberjack's lodge. We still can't do it, so this area has definitely not been flattened yet. Are they going to flatten it now? Or are they going to flatten it later? Do we need to have more builders? What is the issue? What is the issue? Okay, I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I want to make sure we kind of keep everything. So, is it not happening? What is going on? Do they need to gather all of these resources first? Am I not prioritizing things right? Well, I'll give it a little bit of a wait still. We just need to get a few more trees out of the way. Then we're actually through all of our initial gathering tasks. This bear hanging around. Bear and a wolf hanging around over here. The bear and the wolf must be friends. Okay, perfect. I'm liking that. There's more new trees popping up, but we don't necessarily want trees in the village itself. Actually, how is this? So you can see it over there, right? Okay, maybe can we look at is flattening? Flattening isn't working right. I don't know. Anyway, we should be flattening this area, right? I don't want to do too much, so let's just do something like that. Okay. Ooh, I see. I needed to click it again. Ooh, something like that. Let's try that. Okay, so please come and terraform this section. Okay, so it's day night. Yeah, here the guys are definitely starting to make their moves. Excellent. So yes, as I mentioned, the game will be a pretty slow paced. I'm playing at 5 times speed to make sure it goes a little bit quicker. But something I need to be very careful about is food and the like, just to make sure that we don't get caught out when it gets to winter. Yeah, so the flattening is underway here. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too fond of having to flatten everything all the time. I'm not sure that is wow, that is not quite what I had in mind when I thought of flattening. So let's use the other tool, the raise or lower ground, and let's take this section again, and we'll do some. Wow, that takes a lot of time. Just something like that. I want to do little terraces predominantly, so we'll do terraces. Ooh, I can't forget how to rotate this. Ooh, so we'll do terraces most of the time, just so that we gradually move up, so that we don't have a massive cliff when we keep flattening on the same level. So we'll do like terrace steps and things like that. And it actually looks quite realistic with them using some of the rock outcrops here to kind of make the flattened terrain over here. So I'm liking it. It's almost done. We're almost there. So let's get started on this little lodge. Okay, that's okay. And at the same time, I'm thinking we should probably start and get a gatherer's hut in place. So the two of them can go side by side next to each other over here. I'm going to leave a little bit of room. I don't want to get it right next to each other. Okay, and so I don't have a ton of builders, but we'll add a builder and see how we can get this built. I'm still waiting for stuff. Okay, perfect. Can the guys walk up and down here on this side, or they have to go to the sides? I'll have to keep an eye. Not gonna get a lumberjack in there quite yet. Okay, maybe what we'll do is if I go back to the terraforming, what I'll do is I'll put in a ramp. Yeah, like so. Will that work? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make sure we get the ramp going as well. I'm not gonna I'm wondering, it's still summer, so I'm not gonna pop in with firewood straight away. Probably need another source of food. So what I might do is in this area here, actually maybe under here, what I'll do is I'll put in a little field. And fields can actually be, so let's start over here and let's put in a field, and we'll start getting some agriculture underway. So let's put in a nice and sizable field, like so. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Okay, and the gatherer, I'm going to get a gatherer in place straight away, and I'm going to reduce the number of builders to like 1, and hopefully the gatherer will start picking stuff up. Allows you to hire gatherers to gather vegetables, berries, edible roots and other edible plants in the forest. Okay, so we will get that going. Look, I like the whole idea of the day-night cycle, but I'm not too fond of it. It kind of throws me off balance. Can't see what's going on, and then I can see, and then it's a problem, and so on. So I'm not too sure. The mouse sensitivity is a bit tough though. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Is this guy actually getting something or not yet? Gathering where? What's the range? So it's gathering the entire village and to the back there. I think there should be plenty to harvest for the moment. Yes, I'm not quite liking. Maybe let's try a little something else, right? If I do the create a flattened slope, and that's good. How does this work? Something like that. I'm not the fondest of this, right? If I start it over there, we'll run it through like so. Well, let's do it. Let's see what happens if we do that. A flattened slope. Okay, how's this going? Everything is taking very long at the moment, but we don't have a lot in the line of villages just yet. So I'm not expecting it to pop up overnight. How many people do we have in all of these? Can some of them move to new houses? Maybe. We've got a few teenagers, so yeah, probably time to pop in an extra shack and see what that gives us. Yeah, we'll pop in another shack. Something like that, or again to this side maybe. See, now it's all funny and I can't see. Right there, let's pop it in there. Good stuff. So as soon as you've finished off the field, I've closed this is something I used to do in Banished all the time. Close the professions window because the stuff is in my way, man. Let's pop in another builder, so we can just try and get the stuff built a little bit quicker. It is going into late summer, so yeah, the field's not actually going to have anything for us. I'm hoping we've got enough food, 1,000 fish and like 800 bread. I'm hoping we're going to have enough food to get through the winter, and we'll be fishing throughout. I think we'll definitely be fishing throughout the winter. Okay, so to be honest, that might be time for us to start looking into getting one of these guys to be creating firewood. Yeah, just the one. Let's just start getting the stuff going, just so that there is some firewood as the winter starts. The field is taking a long time to build. Okay, yeah, this little terrace here is not too bad. What is going on over there? Oh, yeah, I think that's more to do with my graphics than anything else. A little bit of a red tree coming up there, and that looked a bit like fire. So the weather conditions is ongoing, so you can see the rain. Like I said, not too sure I'm a fan of all of the changes in the environment. So the dark, the light, the rain and so on, because it kind of makes it difficult to actually see what's going on. It's like very dark at the moment. I don't even have night vision. Wondering whether one of these is enough. Do I have enough food? I've got no idea how much food I should be having to feed a village of this size. I think that's going to be pretty much trial and error. Oh, and it's really coming down now. Really coming down now. So, are these guys starting to build or not really? Just clearing out the area first. Oh, there we go. Field is starting to take shape, which is good. Are we getting some firewood, or is the firewood going straight into the houses? Yeah, there's some firewood over here, firewood over there, firewood over here, and firewood over there. So they've all got some firewood going on. Oh yes, there's tons of firewood. Oh, that's firewood, not charcoal, firewood next to it. There we go. So this thing should be almost done. It's early fall. I don't think I'm going to bother with planting a crop before winter, because I don't think that's going to actually work. Shack is starting construction, is it? Teenager has grown up and is ready to work. So we've got some more workers. So in this little window over here, we can see we've got 7 adults, 3 teenagers, and 0 babies, because I'm guessing we don't have, well, interesting. Got 2 females living here, a male and a female over there, teenagers over here. Okay, interesting. Maybe the next hut will show some better progress, or better prospects for family creation. So the field, I'm liking the field, right? Kind of on a little bit of a slope. I think this looks very good. Instead of having to flatten everything, stuff should be able to be built on a bit of a slope. And even these kind of buildings, you should be able to build it on a slope, just not a massive slope. As you can see, there's a little bit of a base there. That base can be, you know, you can build a thin base to a thick base to make sure that the actual floor of the building is flat. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Can you guys please finish this off so we can start work on the hut? Got tons of firewood coming in. Oh, there it is. Nice. I'm not going to start it now. But yeah, that looks like a pretty decent field. I'm not going to start it off now because it's fall and it'll be early winter in no time, and then stuff won't be growing anymore, so I'm probably not going to get the biggest yield out of it just yet. So I'm just going to leave it there for next season. You guys can please come and start building this out, and what I'll do is I'll add an extra worker over here at the fishery, at the fishing dock, to make sure we get some more over there. How is our gathering going? What are we picking up? Vegetables and fruits and stuff? Are we? Should I add another one? Let's pop off one of these guys and let's add another gatherer over there. We definitely want to make sure we've got tons and tons of food for the winter. I'm hoping at least we get that right. Firewood. So I've put the firewood and the gathering a little bit out here. What I can do is I'll do a forester's lodge or something as well, so that we can move and have a little bit of a barn for this over here, or a storage for this stuff over here. Oh, look at that. The slope has been done. A flattened slope. Yeah, that looks weird. That looks weird. It really does look weird. Okay. And now it's night again. Oh, is this hut done? No, this hut isn't done. Oops. The hut is getting its resources to be able to build it. Okay, anybody not busy? The field can take 5 people. The woodcutter's hut can take 3. Yeah, so we've got room for like 5 farmers. Okay, so fall is ongoing. Are we still waiting for some stuff over here? Yeah, I think this is probably the last stuff arriving. No, probably a load or 2 more of the stone, I'm guessing. Is that it? Yeah, stone, hay, logs. Yeah, this should be the stone. Some of the stone at least, so they'll start work on that now. There should be plenty of firewood for everyone. I'm hoping 500 extra firewood is like enough. Wonder what is the ratio actually. So how does that work? Is it 3 firewood for every log? Is that what it is? I don't quite know. No idea. Okay, the shack is popping up. I'm just going to start with the kind of humble living spaces for now. I don't want to stretch ourselves with a lot of resources required to build the upscale houses and things like that just yet. How much firewood do they? Oh, they just do a little bit, right? Every house just does a little bit. Got 2 people moving in here. Again, 2 females living here, and okay, now this is a male and a female living over this in this house. So, and a male and a female, and a male and a female. So, hopefully, we should start seeing some children popping up. A little bit, yeah, fine. We should start seeing some pregnancies and so on. Okay, shall we, before it gets too wintry, shall we do a quick extra run of a few more trees? Ooh, that might be too much. Let's just do a few over here. Yeah. See if we can't pick up some of that. I'll pop the builder out. I'm not gonna get something built just yet. Firewood, some peaches, or well, fruit. Yeah, firewood is all up and running. We've got almost 500 firewood around. So I think going into the first winter, we might be in a pretty decent position. Let us see how that goes. Yeah, I'm playing at 5 speed. I'm thinking that is pretty decent. Playing at 10 speed might be a little bit extreme. Not too sure. I just got the one that's actually gathering at the moment, I think, or not gathering, just the one that's used as a laborer. So that should be cutting down some of these trees. Okay, the temperature is dropping 2 degrees at the moment, 1 degree, so it is definitely dropping. I'm hoping we've got enough food. There's plenty, there's like 300 and something vegetables, it's almost 700 bread, and well over 1,000 fish. So hopefully that's enough to get us through the winter. Oh, things are getting a little bit chilly over here. So what does that mean? Do they need firewood, or why would that be so chilly? Is that an issue? What's going on? Well, it's late fall, and so things is probably going to start cooling down quite significantly. And this is just extreme. Look at this white. That's really extreme. Can I turn that down a little? It feels really over the top to me. Let's have a quick look at the options. Yes, as you can see, everything is pretty much grass quality is pretty much low. Interface, sound. No, I don't think I can actually do anything about it. Oops. Just resume and see how that goes. Yeah, it's really bright, man. I'll see in the menu between episodes. I'll see in the menu what's going on over there. So let's just keep going for a little while longer. See about getting through our first winter. All right, we've got a little bit of everything over here. Oh, another teenager has grown up, so things are looking okay. We still have like 3 working the fish over here. This hut with its little snowflake on the top of it is really freaking me out a little bit. So does that mean people are outside gathering and they can die, or what is the issue? Should that hut have firewood and have a little fire inside to keep everybody warm? What's going on? Yeah, so there's food, there is firewood, there's plenty of firewood in the storage areas. The warehouse has got lots and lots of stuff there. The barn has firewood. Interesting. Oh, I probably need to start looking at clothing too. Yeah, so the question is, do we need some more? Do we need some more fields? Because we need to, maybe a hunter's cabin or something like that might also work quite well. Okay, well, we'll probably start making our way in this direction for a bit of a hunter's cabin too. Let's see about getting that in there though. Hunter's cabin. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can get away with doing that kind of thing. Hunter's cabin over here somewhere. Yep. We've got a bit. So let's get one guy in here to start building that hunter's cabin. At the moment things are going quite well. -11, so it is pretty cold out there. A baby has been born. Where? This hut has a baby born from... No, not. Not quite. Maybe over here? Where's this baby that everybody's talking about? Interesting. Oh, there it is. So, wow, it's weird. It's weird. I don't quite get it. Don't quite get how that works. Is this builder going on sorting out the hunter's hut over here? So I'm going to do some of the resources in this direction, a bit of a farm and gathering, and maybe even the the forester's lodge somewhere over here. I think that would work quite well with their own barn and things like that, because yeah, I think this area would work well for that. And then I'll grow the town in this general direction and inland as well. Stay along the coast and start going inland. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent as a plan for us. It is winter. Everybody seems to be going okay. Has that been built? Nice. The hunter's cabin has been built. So let's pop someone in there to work it. I've closed the professions tab again. Is there like a hotkey for this? Not really. Can't see it. We can pop back on the builder. We don't need it. And I almost closed it again. Wow, see, it's like you can't see anything with this stuff. I would just like to switch off the weather. Not actually the weather, it's fine. The weather can go ahead, just the kind of effects. I don't want to be stuck on this all the time. Why is this got an issue here? I have no idea. So the fish is still holding, the bread is being used. There's still plenty of vegetables. What is that? Oats. There's some oats and there's some hides. Anything else? We need some wool maybe. We don't really have clothing and warm clothing, but we should probably start working on that in the next season. Because we can do like flax, right? Flax. That's flax? Flax and hides can be used to get some clothing up and going. Okay. This looks kind of good. I like the, well, obviously the detail is horrible because I've got it set so low. But I like the detail with the little lamps and stuff there. Is this guy actually getting some food or not really? Are we waiting for some red meat? We don't have any. We've got 2 children born. Nice. So 2 babies. So slowly our population is starting to grow. It's late winter and we haven't had a single problem as of yet with people dying of cold and the like. So what I'm going to do is I think we're actually okay for firewood. I don't think we need more. I really don't think we need more. Oh, there's a little bit of meat. Good stuff. I think we are okay with firewood. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's see about switching this guy off. We no longer need the firewood, I think. Everything else looks okay. We might do a little bit more resource gathering. It's early spring. There we go. Early spring is happening, so we've switched that guy off. I think we're out of it. Resource limits and so on. That's pretty good. We'll wait till it gets a little bit warmer, and then we'll start planting something over here. What shall we do? We've got flax, grass, oats, potato and wheat. All interesting. I think we're going to start off with potatoes. That seems fairly flexible to me. So we'll start off with that. That grows from 0 to 27. So we'll put some people in here as soon as... What does that mean? Gather immediately. Okay. Interesting. So normal growing. As soon as we reach the 0 degrees, we will put in two or so farmers to start working this. And then we probably need to build another house or so and start with maybe a lumber. Okay, there we go. Let's put in two farmers over there to come and look at our potato crops. What I also want to build is this lumber, not lumber, is it lumber? Forester's Lodge. I want to build a Forester's Lodge somewhere over there, like that. I think that's going to be a pretty decent Forester Lodge. There we go. So that one can pop up. So let's give it a builder to go and sort it out. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Now we've got tons of food. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim back on the fishermen. Yeah, that's fine. And I am going to, if I can find my Forester's Lodge. Oh my goodness. Can't find it at the moment, so we'll have to go back to professions through this one. What is that? Event log. Foresters. Where are my... Oh, actually builders, not builders. I'm not looking for a forester just yet. Want to just close it all the time. Yeah, let's just get the... What? Hang on. Oh, it's done. It's done. That was a rapid build, so let's take that out, and we can obviously give ourselves a forester. Nice, so the forester is in there. What can we tell the forester to do? Enable, disable tree planting. What does that mean? Oh, okay, tree planting. Enable, disable trees cutting. No, cut down. Shall I do just the one, or shall I do two? I think if I've got one villager constantly looking out for that, it should be fine. Then logs go into a storage area, so I want to do a bit of a storage area over here that hides and logs can go into, so I don't want it to be too far away. So let's do that, and I think that is warehouse, a barn, a caravan stables. Whatever you do with that, I don't really know, but I'm going to do this kind of thing right over there. I think that's a pretty decent spot for it. So we've got a builder that is going to come and build that straight away. And yeah, guys, this episode's gone on a little bit longer than I would have liked. So yes, I'm Exactchaos, and this has been Life is Feudal Forest Village Exactly. If you've liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see me develop a whole little village, please let me know by giving me the thumbs up and telling me so in the comments. And if you've got ideas or questions, please let me know in the comments too. And why not subscribe to the channel? Thank you. Bye-bye.